Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading for March 2026. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I love doing monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into your reading. Keep in mind this is a general collective message, so whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please don't ever try to force a reading you see on the internet to fit your personal life situations. If it's not resonating, probably a message for another Sagittarius out there. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, spiritual team, legendary ladies, goddess deck, what messages do you have for the Sagittarius collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Sagittarius collective for March 2026? What do we have? Artemis, independence. Okay, I dig it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the muses, inspiration. Okay, what is going on here? Independence, inspiration. A lot of you guys, I mean, could be stepping out on your own in some way. Maybe you're moving out of your family's house and getting your first place by yourself, or you are stepping out, becoming a business owner, an entrepreneur, a freelancer. Some of you guys are, I don't know, trying to produce something yourself, like a project or I don't know, something like that. Or you guys are maybe even leaving a relationship behind, something of that nature. Let's go ahead. I'm going to read from the guidebook, actually. Let me just see if there's any additional messages that you guys need to hear, because I don't have these memorized, believe it or not. Okay. Let's see, let's start with Artemis. Now is the time to go it alone or declare your independence. You're getting protection and guidance from Artemis, the Greek goddess of the wilderness. Explore nature or commune with the moon to find more answers. Dig it. All right, let's take a look at the muses. Okay. Start looking around for inspiration from unusual places. The Greek muses are planting sparks, all around you. You just have to open your eyes to find them. Yeah, so it feels like you guys are on a new journey, maybe doing something you've never done before. And I feel like you're gonna feel inspired or interested in maybe joining communities, new hobbies, something like that. That can help you in this journey in establishing your independence. So let's go ahead and just get right into the tarot and see what comes up. Spiritual team, erotic fantasy tarot. What messages do you have for the Sagittarius collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Sagittarius collective for March 2026? Now, I did say this is an erotic tarot deck, so I cannot show you every single card because some of these people are naked and some of them are in the midst of acts, so to speak. So if you see me like taking a pause, I'm like also recognizing, oh, I can't show that on camera. Okay, bear with me. All right, so at the top of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Okay, let's start with the bottom of the deck. This feels like the energy that you are kind of coming into March with. And to me, it feels like a lot of you guys are at your limit with a certain situation. I feel like there's one person in particular. I think I can show this one. Yeah. There is one person in particular that is like up your ass, like nagging. I mean, verbally abusive. Like this person just does not know how to leave you alone. Like this is a class act bitch. Okay? So that being said, it feels like a lot of you guys didn't really know how to get out of the situation, potentially, with the 10 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys were like, I know I need to get out of here. I just don't know how to quite yet. So a lot of you guys have been kind of like just sticking it out. With this 9 of Wands, you guys have been sticking it out as long as you can, trying to like just keep the peace, detach, whatever you gotta do to, or disassociate from this person, like whatever you gotta do to like just get out of the situation unharmed, unscathed, emotionally, mentally, whatever. And I feel like you guys are finally potentially finding a way to get out of that in the month of March. And I do see that here with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups feels like potentially an offer, or you putting in an offer of some kind, maybe on an apartment, or someone's like, hey, I'm looking for a roommate, and you're like, yes, please, like, please take me. So that could potentially be your way out, okay? But I do see something here happening in the month of March where you are offered like, here, take this. And what else? I'm not gonna say that this is gonna be an easy transition period. It's not, you may not necessarily be like financially super stable, especially if this is like family that you're leaving behind. Like, you may just not have the support from them financially to be out on your own. So there could be a little bit of a struggle. People, I mean, you could even be getting cut off. Yeah, you could even be getting cut off with this Five of Pentacles. So I do want to make that clear. Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows once you do finally get to leave. I feel like there will be some relief for sure. But this is also the phase where healing starts, because even though you're not living in that house anymore, you're not working for that company anymore, there still could be some residual energy from this person that's still trying to get to you because they don't have you close to them anymore. They're gonna find any way to make your life a living hell, even though they're no longer around you. They're no longer involved in your life. They still want to have someone to take out their shit on, essentially. And it feels like you are their favorite punching bag, kind of a thing. So again, there's probably a lot of guilt here. There's probably a lot of sadness. Maybe you're leaving behind people that you really loved and cared about. Maybe you have like younger siblings that are still living in the house, or you had, you know, let's say this is your mother, okay? Maybe you still have a good connection with your father, but now that's strained, you know, and distant because he's been told don't contact that child ever again, kind of a thing. So it feels like, it does feel isolating. It does feel like there is some guilt that you may be going through in the month of March, but I also see this as an opportunity for you to really gain your freedom, to start to really rebuild, and find your creativity, your joy even again, because I have the Six of Cups. I can't show this one just because we have a lady who's topless, okay. But it does feel like this is your way of getting back in touch with like even your own nervous system, you know what I mean? It just feels like this is your time to finally, like, for some of you it almost feels like you guys didn't have a childhood growing up for whatever reason. I don't know why that's coming up, but this is like your opportunity to finally be happy, to be joyful, to do things that you want to do, not feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells to appease other people, or constantly like watching what you say, what you do, to constantly appease people or to escape people from attacking you. Okay, so it definitely feels like a transitional phase for you guys, for those of you that are resonating with this. All right, so I do want to recognize, like, I see an opportunity, but just be prepared for some residual, like, emotional and financial blowback potentially. And just know that it's going to take some time to work through that stuff and get yourself completely on your feet. Okay. But definitely stick to the people that care about you, that support you. Okay. Those are going to be the people that you're going to need the most right now. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with one final deck, just for final messages, things you need to hear. Spiritual team, daily crystal inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Sagittarius collective for March 2026? What final messages do you have for the Sagittarius collective for March 2026? What do we have? Shungite, detox your life. Yeah, it feels like that kind of a month where you're like finally separating yourself from people that have just stifled your happiness. Really, I mean, more than anything. What else? Apophyllite, stay positive. It's a process. Not everything is going to be great right away, but eventually everything will level out. And at the bottom of the deck, Rainbow Obsidian, heal your heart. Yep, this is the beginning of your healing era. Okay, Sagittariuses. Ugh, my heart goes out to you guys for those of you that are resonating with this. But please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and maybe share this with another Sagittarius if you feel like they need to hear this message. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. You can find my handles below in the description box, and you can also send me a DM there if you want to schedule a personal reading with me, at least until my website is up and running. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope to see you guys at the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye.